Hello, it is the 7th of April. It's about 10:30 in the evening. I've just realised I don't think I've recorded anything properly in the last few days, possibly since I started this section of the vlog. I have just had a bit of a thought now. I think I'm going to change the format of these monthly vlogs a bit. Which won't really come as a surprise to anyone who's been here for a while. I'm always changing up how I do things. One day I will settle on a format, but not today. The reason for making the change is because I don't especially enjoy vlogging in the more conventional sense, in that, sort of just recording bits of daily life and stuff. I get really self-conscious about it, and I'm never sure what you're going to find interesting. And I know Kelvin, my husband, although he's very supportive, he's not especially keen on me recording various bits and pieces of life in general. So that then means that I don't record as much as I necessarily want to. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep the videos in terms of what they're like when I upload them. I'm going to have them as a week or so per video. I'm going to aim for a week, but we'll see how I go. And what I'm going to try and do is record every day, unless I can't for whatever reason, and just show a little snapshot of what I've been up to in terms of crafting. So what I've been working on, whether I've been tidying up in my craft room, anything directly related to crafting. Sometimes that might be an admin day, because I do have to do admin around the craft, around my work. Yeah, and we'll see how that goes. I'm hopefully it'll keep me motivated to keep recording a bit more. It'll make it a bit easier. Some days will literally just be a couple of minutes. Some days you might get half an hour, depending on what I've been up to. I will try and keep the total video length under an hour for each one, because you've got my podcast if you want longer videos, and that's every 2 weeks anyway. Talking of, I'm recording one this coming week. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do today. Hang on. Again, I'm not going to go into huge amounts of detail on here about these things that I'm working on, because I will cover it all in my podcast. Hang on. I just accidentally undid the stitch marker that's working as the bag chart on this bag. Today I have been working on the dragon scales pouch I've been making with Zip. There we go. Zip didn't want to come undone. And I have finished it. Very happy with it overall. Not keen on the edges. I had an idea, I tried it, it's not worked out how I like it, how I wanted it to, how I had it in my head. It's not right. So this one will not be for sale. This one I'm keeping for me. But I might make another very similar one, because I do love this pattern, and just do the edges differently. And hey, it was a learning curve. I tried something new. Okay, it didn't work. That's all right. So that's that. What else have I done? I've done a bit of work on my blanket stitch wrap this afternoon. And I've just gone through the bags for a few finished projects that I've finished over the last few weeks. I finished my moss stitch socks the other day, and I've got sock blockers for showing them off, which is nice. I've been wearing them the last couple of days. So again, I'll show them properly on my podcast. Yeah, and I've been weighing up the leftover yarn from those projects so that I know how much I've used. I'm recording this year in this book. I'm recording how much yarn I use for each project that I finish this year. Just because it's interesting, and actually it's really reassuring because I quite often don't feel like I get a lot done, and certainly like I don't finish projects often. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I've got 15 finished projects so far this year, and it's only the beginning of April. And okay, a couple of those I started last year, but actually not very many of them. I think there was maybe one at the beginning of one of the January ones I think I started before Christmas. What else though? No, they're all this year. That's all this year. That's all this year. Yeah, all but one started and finished this year. There will be other projects, hopefully I'll get finished, which will have been started in 2023 and not finished till this year, but I'm still counting them. They're finished. That'll give me an idea of how much yarn I do use. I've seen recently other people logging how much yarn they buy, how much they bring in as well. I think I ought to do that, but we're now a quarter of the way through the year. I feel like it's too late to start to get an accurate picture. I might do it anyway, I might not. Especially because some yarn's already come in. And I know where some of it is, but I can't remember all of it. And it'd annoy me having only some of it written down. I might do it anyway, I might leave it till next year, I don't know. Now what I'm doing before I go to bed, anyway, I might finish playing with my chenille yarn, depends, but I've realised that this box of acrylic scraps, really scrappy little bits, 10 gram, 20 gram leftover bits, this box is getting really full. This is just acrylic. I've got a cotton box and a wool box up there as well, but they haven't got much in. So I'm going to put together a magic knot ball for eventually adding to one of my chaos blankets. When I've done that, I'll see what time it is. If it's not too late, I'll do a bit of work with the chenille yarn. I've got a couple of emails I need to do, although I could leave them till tomorrow. It's probably a good idea. And then I'll go to bed. I'm going to try not to be too late tonight. I'm trying to get into better sleep habits, because I know it'll help me. Right, that will do for now. I should be back tomorrow. I might, because it is the 7th today, I might upload this after the end of this, and then tomorrow will be in a separate one. I don't know. Depends what else I do tomorrow. But hey, I'll be back at some point. Bye for now.